If you only do one kind of exercise for your heart, I can probably guess which one you picked: running, cycling, a brisk walk. In other words, cardio. It's what most people do and what most people picture when they think healthy heart. Someone red faced and sweating, out pounding the road or a treadmill. And I've got slightly awkward news, especially if you're over 40. Cardio is only half the job. A brilliant half, don't get me wrong. But the half almost everyone skips is the one that decides whether you spend your 70s running after your grandchildren or stuck in a chair watching them. So let me settle the cardio versus strength question properly, because the way most people split their week is leaving them vulnerable. I have been a cardiologist for over 20 years, and I'm in the gym myself 3 or 4 evenings a week. So this is not just theory. I'll show you what cardio does for your heart, what strength training does that cardio cannot, the mistake I see fit people making all the time, and exactly how I would split your week. Stay to the end, because doing this right is smaller and easier than you think. Let's give cardio its due first, because it deserves it. When you get your heart rate up and hold it there, a brisk walk, a jog, a cycle, even 30 minutes on most days, you're doing real good for your heart. It helps your blood pressure. It helps your mood. It's one of the best ways there is to burn off the stress of a hard day. And stress, as I've said many times, is hard on the heart. If all you did was move briskly for more than half an hour each day, you'd already be ahead of most people. So I'm not here to talk you out of your run. Keep it. But here's the catch they never mention while you're lacing up your trainers. Cardio cannot keep you strong. It keeps the engine running, but it does almost nothing for the frame around it. The muscle, the bone, the strength that you need to carry the shopping, to climb the stairs, and to get up off the floor without a groan when you're 80. That's when strength training comes in. And this is the part that people over 40 really cannot afford to ignore. From around your 40s, your body starts losing muscle and bone slowly every single year, unless you give it a reason not to. Cardio won't stop that. Lifting something heavy will. When you do resistance work, you hold onto your muscle, you keep your bones strong, and you keep your body able to do the things that let you stay independent. And here's the bit that matters for your heart specifically. Strong muscles help your body handle blood sugar better. It helps you manage your weight, and it keeps you mobile enough to stay active, hopefully for the next 30 years, instead of grinding to a halt at 65. Strength is what keeps you out of the chair. I get it. I sit at a desk and in a clinic a lot, which means the resistance work I do is half the reason my back still lets me live my life. My wife said she'd like to be around me for another 20 years and be able to do actual things with her during that time. That brings me to the mistake, and I see it in fit people all the time, especially here in Ireland. We're genuinely good at cardio. Plenty of people run, cycle, and walk the dog for miles. But ask them when did they last do any proper strength work, and you'll get a blank look. They've done the half that they feel like the heart half and skipped the half that protects everything else. All cardio, no strength is a mistake. It's the fitness-looking person in the room slowly getting frailer underneath and never realizing it until something gives. So here's my verdict, plain and simple. You need both. Cardio for the engine, strength for the frame. Aim for some brisk movement on most days, the half hour you already know about, and add 2, maybe 3 short sessions a week when you make your muscles work against something. That's the combination that actually protects you now and in 30 years' time. And before you tell me you don't have the time or that you've never set foot in a gym, let me make this easy. You don't need a gym. You don't need a fancy kit. Start with 1 squat tomorrow. When you get out of bed in the morning, if you are able, stand up and do a single squat or do 1 push-up against the kitchen counter. That's the start. You build from there, 1 rep at a time, the same way that you would build anything that lasts. And if you can make it social, even better. I go to the gym on a Saturday morning with a gang of friends, half of them doctors, and we have a coffee afterwards. That part isn't really about the exercise anymore. It is about looking forward to it, which is the one and only way that any of this lasts. So stop treating your heart health as a choice between cardio and strength. Your heart needs both, and the version of you in 20 years is begging you for the one you've been skipping. Be strong enough to enjoy both of them. Adding the years is the easy part. Being able to actually use them is the bit we usually have to work on. Now, if the real reason your exercise keeps slipping is that life is just relentless and busy, I'd watch this next. Letting the exercise go is one of the 5 warning signs I look for in busy people before their hearts get into trouble. And I made a whole video on the other 4. It's on the screen now.